What's up, everyone? Actually, I need coffee. What's up, YouTube? I have like a different kind of video today, and it's because a fan of mine, actually he's just a friend, was watching my videos and he was like, I really like the way you review products. And I was like, what? I don't review products. Like, I don't even want to review products. I don't want to be a review YouTube channel. And he was like, no, but you share your gear and you tell us like why you bought it. And that's kind of a review. He's like, you should really do a review on the mics that you have. And I was like, he's like, I think people can learn from it. And I'm like, oh, fine. Because while I don't want to do reviews, I do want people to learn something on this channel. And if I can talk about why I bought gear and you learn something and you can make an educated choice in the future, then I think that fits the bill of, okay, it's not really a review. It's more of like teaching. But I also don't want to be a teacher. Roll the intro. Boom. Today, I'm going to be talking about this and this. This is the BOYA BY-MM1, and this is the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus. This mic costs $250. This mic costs $30. And I've seen a lot of reviews for both of these mics. And everyone is talking about like how, yes, the Rode is a perfect video mic, and this one is also a perfect mic in its budget. But no one is really talking about the differences and why this one costs 8 times more than this one. And that's what I want to educate you on. And if you just want to know which one of these are better, it's this one. Like every time. It's more expensive for a reason. It's designed better. I think the shock mount is better. It has a lot more things. But the real difference between a cheap $30 mic like this and an expensive $200+ mic like this is the presence of a preamp. And if you don't understand what a preamp is, you're not gonna know the difference between these two mics, and you're probably gonna not take advantage of something like this if you do get it. Now, let me tell you about what preamps do and why it's important to have one. Every camera has a preamp of its own because they have this like little mic inside their camera. But what a preamp does is when I talk, my voice goes into the camera's preamp and it boosts the volume of the voice so that you can hear it in your speakers. But the issue is a lot of cheaper DSLR and mirrorless cameras have very bad preamps, meaning if you have to boost the volume really high, you get a really nasty like hiss and a lot of noise in your sound. And that's why typically using the internal mic and preamp on your camera doesn't sound as good as maybe something like in a studio or even something like the Rode Video Mic Plus. I have to cover my eyes, I think. There we go. Enter the BOYA. I have to cover my eyes or else the autofocus will go to me. Yep, did it. The BOYA doesn't actually have a preamp, meaning if I talk into this mic is not really doing anything to my voice. My voice still has to be amplified by the camera's preamp, meaning if I'm really far away, I have to boost the preamp on my camera, which is that little gain thing that you'll see on a lot of DSLRs, which will create a lot of noise and lead to messier and distorted sound. Now enter something like the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus. This has a preamp, and the preamp inside of here is much better than the preamp inside the camera. What that allows me to do is, if you see here, don't focus on me, I have a little like +20 button. That means when I speak into this mic, my voice is being amplified here by Rode's much better preamp, meaning I can lower the preamp on my camera. So I've now set up the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus on the camera, and I'll set up the BOYA as well. However, the big difference is my Rode, because it has a preamp, has a +20 decibel, meaning my camera's preamp, I've set it to like the lowest possible setting, and my voice should sound really clear despite my camera's preamp setting being really down. Here's what happens when I change to the BOYA. Here's what the mic sounds with the BOYA. I've had to increase the mic levels on the camera so that I can even have the volume. If I had the mic levels at the same level as the Rode, it wouldn't be this loud. Should I post this unedited? Maybe I should. Here's what the BOYA sounds like when I have the camera's preamp at the same level that I had at the Rode Video mic. You can tell that it's a lot lighter. Here's what the BOYA sounds like when I have the camera's preamp at the same level that I had at the Rode Video mic. You can tell that it's a lot lighter. So the preamp is actually the main big difference between these two mics. This one has a preamp, meaning my voice is amplified and boosted inside here, while this one doesn't actually really do anything to my voice. This only makes my voice a little bit louder because of the design of the mic, where it's kind of, designed like a mic and it's designed to pick up sounds better than what my camera does. But all it really does is pick up the frequencies of my voice and then transfers it to my camera. Whereas something like the Video Mic Pro Plus takes my voice, amplifies it, and then it goes into the camera, but the camera barely even touches it. So all of that audio juice stuff is done inside the mic, and then in post I can do like processing and whatever, all of that. This video is not about what is the best mic. I'm literally comparing a $30 mic to a $250 mic. And yes, the $250 mic is better like in every way. It picks up a wider range of frequencies. I have more dynamic range. I have filters on here. I even have a safety track that I actually really love about this. But if you're looking for a mic and you're like, what's the difference between something like a $30 mic and a $250 mic? The preamp is probably the biggest difference. So is Rode actually the best video mic for vlogging purposes? I don't think that's as important. I think the Sennheiser MKE400 can do just as well of a job as this one because both of these mics have a preamp installed. I think the Sennheiser is a little bit cheaper, and now that you know the difference of having a preamp and not having a preamp, and you're like, I want a preamp but I can't afford the Rode, then go with the Sennheiser. It's gonna do a fine job. It's a great mic. I went with the Rode just because I like it, pretty much. I think the range of the frequency, like on paper, technically this one is a little bit better, but I guarantee you I wouldn't be able to hear the difference. I just kind of think it's cool. Even though I do like the Sennheiser blue line. I really almost bought the Sennheiser just for that blue cable. Where am I going with this? So yeah, in conclusion, that's the biggest difference. Something like the BOYA, no preamp. Something like the Rode, it has a preamp. What does preamp mean? Preamp means less volume levels in your camera, meaning you have a much cleaner and less distorted sound in your audio. I've used the BOYA for years. It served me a purpose, and then I switched to this, and it's just way better. Like, I have to process less in post and whatever. So yeah. Oh, I forgot to add. There is one thing that bothers me about having a mic with a preamp, and that is this requires a battery. Come on. Yeah, this requires a battery. And it's not the fact that it has a battery. So I think having a battery is cool. That's just the cost of having a preamp on your mic. However, this mic specifically, to charge it, I need to use micro USB. Who uses micro USB? Rode, please update this mic to USB-C. I will buy it instantly just so I never have to carry around that one singular micro USB cable just to charge this thing. I guess technically I can use like batteries, but my whole thing is like I don't want to be carrying around a bunch of different type of batteries and a bunch of different type of cables. I just want to use USB-C for everything. That's the one thing I don't like about this. Was it enough for me to buy the Rode VideoMic NTG, which is charged by USB-C? No, I don't really like the red thing on it. I like this one. That's pretty much it. They probably sound fantastic, but I'm kind of like, I want to be cool. And so that's it. That's the difference between a $30 mic and a $250 mic in like the simplest terms. The $250 mic wins every time in terms of like frequency technical specs and all of that, but the real difference is, what is that mic doing for you? Is it just taking your voice because it's designed like a mic and putting it into your camera? Or is it actually amplifying your mic, boosting your levels so that you have a much cleaner sound? That's what this one does, and that's what I went with. All right, hate this part. Please like and subscribe. If you want to see more review videos, leave a comment. I don't think I like doing review videos. I don't know, I'm gonna put this together.